So what was it about those agencies? Are you able to distill it down and say, was it about those agencies that had them be able to thrive in this situation?
I think that agencies that can understand how to position themselves as a need to have instead of a nice to have, those are the ones that are going to be successful. I mean, that might be universal, but especially now,
Mm-hmm.
where again, people are clients and potential clients for agencies, uh, really are taking long stock of what their expenditures are and where what they need to move forward or just survive this time. And so understanding that as an agency, you need to figure out a way to be absolutely critical to your client, right? You have their best intentions, front and center. You're providing a very understandable and tangible value, and they can't move on from you, right? That's the attitude that we want to take with our partners, and I think that the agencies that we've found successful adopt that same kind of mantra.
Got it. So that would be um, being real, dealing with what's in front of you, being with what's so, and communicating value propositions, differentiators, USPs in ways that really connected and really knowing your customers.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
Got it.
again, that those are things that, while they might be universal, are so much more impactful now.
Mm-hmm. Got it. And one last question. How do you see, and you've touched on some of this, but it's a good one to maybe do a recap on. How do you see your organization and yourself, Matt, will be in a better position having had this COVID-19 experience?
Yeah, I mean, having to, so much of, for me personally, I took a lot for granted. So it forced me to revisit a lot of the things that I do, right? And how I do them. And so I feel I'm a little bit better at so many things because I've had to be. Whereas before, I am a creature of habit, as I'm sure others are. If not, then, you're better off for it. I would just do things because I've always done them. And this has made me really have to re-examine things because I can't do the things as I've always done it. So that, I think, I'll always be better for it in terms of, but if you would have asked me 6 months ago, could you work from home? I would say absolutely not. Right. I had done it a few times. Obviously, we're a cloud-based organization, so there's no need for the physical location, but I just really liked it. It just was always in my brain, a little bit old school in that sense. I like to see the people I'm working with. But I think that this has allowed me to understand that that's not the only way to be successful. And that you still have to be just as efficient, just as impactful. You still have to make as many strides as you would, but that you can still work in that dynamic. And that's been great. Also, as a company, we've been a little bit more connected. We've had to streamline a little bit. We are just a lot more open about where we're going, why we're doing what we're doing. I hope that stays. You never know, but we've been able to pivot from letting some of our staff go to kind of bringing people back or hiring new people. So that to me is a really good sign for us. I mean, obviously, you have your knee-jerk reaction, and now we, I think, are starting to move in a real positive direction, and so that's been great. So I think that all of that are great lessons that we are. I'm confident that the company can withstand uh, bumps and bruises a little bit more, having been through a massive hiccup. Again, that gives you just a little more confidence moving forward that we should be in this for the long haul.
Awesome. Great. Well, thank you so much for the time, man.